أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. We give all the praises and the thanks to the Almighty Source Creator, the Creator of everything. Brother and sister, we were created. That makes us part of the creation. The rules, the laws that govern the creation also governs our anatomy and physiology, our body. And when we're in violation of these rules, these laws, or disease can occur. This is how it is, brothers and sisters. We thank you for joining us on a new episode of Optimal Health on AM 360. We know your time is very valuable to you, so we won't waste your time. We like to say often, we say here on this program, that what we eat, what we drink, and the chemical and substance we expose ourselves to will affect our cells, their structure, their behavior in the following three ways. Number one, they will cause pH imbalance and iron loss. Number two, they will fill our blood with impurities. And number three, they will make us violate the pH rule, the natural law, the laws of physics, and the rules of health. These would be the reason why the person would be sick. They're not sick because they didn't take some pharmaceutical drug this morning, and they're not sick because they didn't take some herbal decoction. And they're not sick because they didn't make something up, their own decoction, and self-medicated themselves. That's not the reason why the person would be sick. The person is sick because they ignored their cells. They didn't even know they had to pay attention to them. They took their cells for granted, and they ignored them. They ignored their DNA. They ignored the impurities that circulate in their blood. These are the reasons why the person would be sick. They violated the pH rule. They didn't even know about the pH rule. They ate acidic fruits, all kinds of fruit. They mix fruit together. They eat raw food. When it took 1,000,000 years for man to discover fire and start cooking his food, and longevity took off on the planet. And now people want to take us back to eating raw food once again, making more people sick. We're not supposed to be sick, brother and sister. We're supposed to be normal, and that's what the Almighty created. The Almighty created normalcy. We're sick because we violated the rules, the laws of physics, the rules of health, the pH rule, the speed law. That's what happened. So we have a program called Optimal Health on AM 360. And on this program, we teach people about the rules of health, how to help ourselves to self-correct, self-regulate, recalibrate, self-cleanse, and self-perpetuate. It is we who must provide cleaner blood with more oxygen. Cleaner blood with more oxygen, brothers and sisters. This is what we have to provide. How do you do that? You can't do it without great knowledge. So we ask people to join us every week on this program on AM 360 called Optimal Health on AM 360 with your host, Instructor Abdul Shaheed, also your certified centometry health coach. And we have various guests, regular guest, Mrs. Rita Taylor, who's also a certified centometry health coach, to come on this program to share scientific verifiable information about health and where health comes from. Brother and sister, I have come from myself. And from time to time, we also have another certified centometry health coach, very good person with expertise in cellular health, in scientific cooking, scientific eating, and scientific living. This is what's needed. Her name is Miss Yvette Dean. And she also helps us from time to time to share scientific verifiable information on this program. So we ask you every week to come, tune in, to learn something, because that's what it takes to be healthy on this planet. We're not supposed to be sick, but it takes great knowledge to avoid strong acid, strong alkali, negative energy coming from everywhere, heavy metal, toxic metal in the air, in the water, in the food, microbes bothering us all the time. But nevertheless, we are created to live here on planet Earth. but we have to have great knowledge to be able to do it. We help people to fortify themselves against diseases, against microbes, against toxic metal, radiation, poison, toxic alkaloid, and acid. This requires mastering the health rules, not just learning a few rules, but mastering them. They require mastering the iron rule, the speed law, the weakness law, the pH rule, and the natural law. There are natural laws, brothers and sisters. If you violate them, health denied to you. Health will be denied. So again, we ask people to come and join us. And we thank you for taking time out to join us today here on Optimal Health on AM 360. Ms. Rita, how you doing today?
Assalamu alaikum. Well, assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters, assalamu alaikum. We do have a show for you about your eyes, basically, the health of your eyes. I wear glasses, and I am sure a lot of you in the audience wear glasses, and I'm going to show you what you can do to prevent all these diseases that you have, the glaucomas and the cataracts and all the things and disorders. So anyway, we have this show for you. Thank you.
Excellent. Brothers and sisters, we're going to take a short break, then we're going to come back and begin our show. So in the meantime, please call someone, share the link, and share the phone number with someone so they can join us here on Optimal Health on AM 360. We have an excellent show outlined for us today. We have some very, very important information. We're talking about reversing eye disorder. We must take care of our eyes, brothers and sisters. It's a window to the universe. If you don't have your eyesight, people will take advantage of you. So we're going to show you and share with you how to keep your eyes healthy, how to remove the hindrance, and what we can do to eat our food and select them scientifically so we don't damage our eyes. Our eyes are very, very important. And we will also be talking about thick colon problems and what to do about them. And if time allows, we'll be talking about some health rules that's beneficial to all of us to be in compliance with. If you don't be in compliance with them, health will be denied. It's really that simple, brothers and sisters. Health will be denied. So please share our link with someone, make a phone call, have them to connect with you so they can benefit from what we'll be sharing today. We're going to take a quick break, so please do not go anywhere at all. We'll be right back. You're with Abdul Shaheed and then our guests. We're all certified symptometry health coaches to share verifiable scientific information with you, our listening audience. We'll be right back.
People get sick all the time. However, even after years of research, physicians don't have the faintest clue why most sick people find themselves in the predicament they do. Will they just accept the same treatment without truly getting to the bottom of what is happening to them? Not anymore. Symptometry draws attention to your cells, the building block of your being, allowing you to understand what needs to be done and paving the way for self-correction. Developed by Dr. Maxwell Nardi, symptometry is not medicine or even its alternative. It is a study designed to fill in the void left behind by the most common scientific fields. Symptometric science has proven time and again over 31 years that chaotic eating and living are not in the best interest of the cells. It's about time we change that to understand symptometry, dive into a whole new world of cell-based knowledge, and profoundly appreciate human cells' work. Get your copy of Symptometry and Symptometric Science at a Glance by Dr. Maxwell Nardi now.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters. You're with Abdul Shaheed and our guests here on Optimal Health on AM 360. We're going to introduce our first guest, Mrs. Rita Taylor, who's a certified symptometry health coach at the American School of Symptometry, and also have the master's degree on cellular health and specializing in pregnancy management, and in the doctorate degree at the American School of Symptometry to be a doctor of symptometry. Absolutely amazing. So, Mrs. Rita, you have this information about our eyes, how to protect our eyes, how to take care of them, how to reverse eye disorder. So, the mic is yours. Thank you for joining us today.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I just wanted to ask all of you in the audience, how many of you wear glasses like I do? I've been wearing glasses since I was 9 because my mother did not know anything about pregnancy management or didn't even know what's happening. But now that I'm in symptometry and I've learned so many things and reversed so many things, I want to share with you what you can do to reverse some of the things you have in your eye, the eyesight, what food are you eating that is causing that. You know, people will say that, oh, somebody did this to me, somebody did this to me. I don't even know why I had cataract. I don't know why I have glaucoma. I don't know why I have double vision. Brothers and sisters, it is you who caused it. It's the food that you're eating and the drinks that you're consuming is what is causing the eye disorders. And today I want to be plain and simple to share with you step by step what you can do to prevent a lot of these things. And I have a history to go with it. My husband is blind, so I do understand that. My husband did not have eyesight. I'm his eyes and ears and everything else. So I do understand. If you don't have an eyesight, you have nothing. The world go by you, and people can abuse you. They can do all kinds of things to you. So I do have an interest in sharing the story that symptometry is here to help us avoid the knife, to help you avoid the surgeries that you don't need. Okay, so with that in mind, what kind of food have you been eating? What kind of food have you? People will say, oh, food is here to be eaten, but not all food are here to be eaten. As a matter of fact, they are good food and they are bad food. And if you decide to eat everything on your plate, you're going to have more eye diseases. You're going to have more disruptions. You're going to have, vision, blurry vision, cloudy vision, and the doctor will tell you to do this and that and that. And you run to do it because you think they're doctors. Brothers and sisters, optometrists, you don't need to go to school to be an optometrist. But the doctor of symptometry do have the knowledge to really know the diseases that cause and the things that cause eye diseases. And that's what we want to share with you. Okay? Dr. Nati do have the knowledge of every disease, the organ, the vessels, the system in the human body. And I want to share with you the knowledge that's out there that you can use to help yourself. Okay? Our eyes are the windows of the world. How do you see? The optic nerve connects the retina to the visual cortex within the brain occipital lobe, where image interpretation is done within a fraction of a second. It tells you whether it's a blue car or a red car. The cones in the retina tells us about the car color, and the rod tells us about the car is not a truck, a boat, or a bicycle. The image light passes through the lens and is sharpened by the cornea before it's focused on the retina. At the last count, we have over 7 million cones responsible for color vision, the retina. Children, remember, children are born colorblind because they have clutter. The word I want to use, clutter, Clutter, on their several cones. This is not genetic. There's no genetic disease in your eye because your mother knew nothing about the consequences of clutter in the cones. Okay? At the last count of 120 million rods on the retina, clutter on several of these million rods cause blurriness, night blindness, day blindness, and photophobia. Okay? So, We want to take the mystery out of disorders. We want to show you that there's no genetic disorder or chromosomal disorder. No, but it's the unremoved clutter you have and the debris that you have that causes all the problems that you have. The clutter. That's the word I want you to understand. And it's caused by what? The food that you eat. Believe me, you can eat everything, but you have to be selective in what you do. Okay? What food did our mother eat when they were pregnant? What food do we eat regularly every day? What beverage do we drink periodically? We'll consume. What food produce more clutter and debris during and after digestion? Do you know what food? Okay? A person who eats and live chaotically with no knowledge of the good food versus the bad food will eat belly fillers, causing several eye disorders. Such people will consider an optometrist or ophthalmologist to be their savior. But I'm telling you that they do not go far enough. I do have an optometrist and ophthalmologist. I see them once a year. But you know what? They cannot do anything for me but whatever they find. And you know what? Thank God to symptometry. Before I go there, there's nothing to find. But before then, I have issues. They will give me some eye drops. The eye drop did nothing because it was just a topical treatment. Now with symptometry, I know that the only way I can get rid of it is to go to the bottom, go to the source of it. So all I'm here to share with you is that having a professional tell you that you have a problem is it doesn't worth it. But what do you do with the problem that they identify? Only American School of Symptometry will be able to tell you what you can do. And again, your eye is the window to the world. And if you can see, if you have problems, you are going to have issues. And without good vision, brothers and sisters, your life is not worth it. Because you're going to have to hold that person's hand, be their guide, do all that stuff. Why do you want to do that when you can prevent it? Why would you want to do that when it is preventable? So, I am preventing a lot of things in my eyes, and I'm going to share some of them with you. Okay, so what do you do after eating? After eating, there should be a recalibration and rebalancing that must be done before the next day. Do people rebalance and recalibrate their living system so that blockages are dissolved or leveled to enhance excellent circulation to every part of your body? No, we don't. Because if you didn't, so many things will not happen. Our eyes and stomach and hearing and skin problem will not occur. But that is what the doctor do. The doctor do rebalance and recalibrate so that the blockages can be dissolved and level because of the debris. Again, I talked about the debris that we have in our body because the food we eat, if it's not the right food, will cause debris. And even if it's the right, it will cause some debris. And that needs to be dissolved. And that needs to be taken care of. And only American School of Symptometry can help you with that. Okay? So I am saying that I've been wearing glasses ever since I was 9. But I came to symptometry and a lot of my issues are being resolved. I have ways to go, but I do know that I'm better. When I started, I have stigmatism. When I started, my vision was out of the chair. Now I have 20/20 vision. 20/20 vision. I'm working on trying to get my bifocal away from me so that I'll be able to um, drive my car, do all the things without glasses. Night driving without glasses. That's what you want to do. That's what I want to share with you. This can be done. It's being done as we speak. So I want to share that with you. Okay. So to prevent partial blindness or blindness, such as photophobia, short-sightedness, and long-sightedness, double vision, squinting on the top of the bottom half of an image, burning eyes, excessive tearing, dry eyes, cataract, glaucoma, eye pain, seeing green, red, and blue itchy eyeball, droopy eyelids. All these are happening because you have debris or clutter that must be removed from the optic nerve ending and other nerve ending. I repeat, you need to remove the clutter and the debris that you caused it though, not the doctor. You ate the food that you're not supposed to, that I ate that I didn't know about. Now I'm sharing that with you so that you will not make the same mistake I made when I was growing up, when I was young. You can change your lifestyle right now and get better results. Okay? So, how the clutter ionization is something that ophthalmologists cannot help you. I go there, they use the machines, but they can't help me and they tell me, and I said, okay, but I know I'm taking some particulates that are ionizing everything that I need to have. So let me share with you. They are clutter producers that you need to know. Again, if you don't know about it, then that is sad. But now that we do know, I want to share that with you that these are things you can avoid. What are the clutter producers? There are some of the things that you know. Nuts. How many of you eat nuts? I used to eat nuts morning, afternoon, and night. How many of you vanilla? How many of you use vanilla? Vanilla ice cream, things with vanilla in them. We all do, but I'm sharing with you if you need to avoid these things. Chocolate. I was a chocolate addict until I was ionized from it, and now I don't even see chocolate when I walk by. Himalayan salt, the pink Himalayan salt. How many of you use that? Again, that is a clutter producer. Okay, um, pink salt, sea salt. What kind of oil do you use? Like, do you use canola or do you use the heavy saturated fat oil, like olive oil? I used to use olive oil until I came to symptometry and knowing that light oil is better for your health and better for your heart than the heavy oil. Okay? There are preservatives in the food we eat. Preservative. A lot of the food we eat are all is the government said they have to do them. They have to spray them. They are preservative. And also you have coated derivatives. So I've given you a lot of these things. These are clutter producers. And this is something that a lot of people eat. I used to eat all of them until my eyes were open, until I got out of the darkness about me causing the problem, not the doctor, not anybody else, but myself. As I said, I used to eat all these food, especially chocolate and nuts and the oils. So if you want to help yourself, the clutter producers I have named is something you need to avoid. Okay, let me tell you. How many of you drink fruit juices? Fruit juices, the orange juice, the apple juice, the pineapple juice, the juices that is all over. You go to the grocery store, they have about 10 different juices. Okay, all of the juices have sorbitol. The sorbitol, do you know what it does? It eliminates glutathione from the lens and the body, making the lens cloudy. Why? Where do you get the cataract from? Is this sorbitol that you have, that you are consuming? that it caused you cataract. And then you go in there and you have some guy put a knife to your eye. You don't even know whether the person is qualified or not. They put, a knife to your eye and can destroy your eye. And that's where my husband never recovered. Had two surgeries from glaucoma and never recovered. Don't let anybody touch your eye. Symptometry is here to help you. You will ionize that for you. The lesson I've learned, I want to share so that you don't repeat my mistakes that we made before we came to symptometry. You can change your lifestyle. You can change the food. Again, the fruit juices that you drink, the sorbitol, look cloudy. How many people do cataract surgery all the time? Lots of friends. Okay. Okay, you also filling with debris called floaters and also causing oxalate that you eat from beets and all the vegetables and stuff to jam the canal of phlegm. Do you know the canal of phlegm is where cause glaucoma? How many African Americans have glaucoma? Is one of the leading cause of blindness in our community. Leading cause of blindness, but we take it for granted. We take it for granted that the apple juice, the pineapple juice, all the sugars in these juices are causing and jamming the canal of phlegm. When they told my husband years ago about the island of phlegm, I said, "What is that?" Now I know. Now I know that you can get glaucoma by what you're eating and the oxalates and the sorbitol will cause you to have glaucoma. And my brothers and sisters, we have the particulates to prevent glaucoma. I almost particulate that is glaucoma prevention and cataract prevention. I don't have to wait till I'm older to do that. You do it now. Now, when it's hot. Now, when you have the knowledge to say, I don't want to have glaucoma. I don't want to do cataract. I don't want anybody putting a knife to my eyes because I know my eye are precious. I have only one sight. And if I lose it, it's over. Brothers and sisters, once you lose your sight, it's over. So I want to make sure that you know the story, the truth, the scientific truth behind this. Okay? I know that people, you know, uh, were bifocal. Again, you don't have to. Symptometry can ionize that, and you can not walk. I mean, we're bifocal. When I walk out of my eye specialist office, I see him once a year, and she said, "You have 20/20 vision." I can believe it. I have not had 20/20 vision for a long time. Again, I'm preventing my eyesight so that it can be useful for me for the rest of my life. Wearing prescriptions makes one look intellectual. It makes one look, classy. But if you don't know anything about clutter, you are destroying your eyesight. And I gave you the clutter producers, the famous ones. Please take it to heart and make sure that you avoid these juices and fruits, the the pineapple, the beet, the strawberries, the cherries, all those fruits have sorbitol that remove glutathione from your eyesight. Okay. And again, the next is balancing and recalibration must be done after eating. Are these done? If you don't and you have a coach, you need to talk to that person and make sure that they help you do that. That will help improve your sight. Okay? Uh, many people that are constipated, they drink prune juice or some juice or papaya juice to prevent constipation. But that juice that you're drinking, it contains oxalates. And people with arthritis consume orange juice without knowing it contains oxalates. Okay? So, people with food fixation complain that there's nothing to eat when there was symptometry, but there's plenty to eat. It's all depend on your selection. It all depends on what you want. Okay, so plenty to eat. Not every food you see is good for you, and you need to know whether it's um, whether the food that you eat, or whether it organic or non-organic. It doesn't really matter. The organic is not sprayed, but it still have the health disruptors that you need to worry about. Again, you need to prepare the food scientifically, cook the food scientifically to help you avoid all that stuff. So now let me talk about the oxalate that I talk about. Basically, the oxalate, they are post gastric zones which are produced after digesting certain foods. And other food, call them stone food or stone forming food. And I will share the list with you in a moment. Okay? Oxalate accumulate in the retina, causing retina detachment and retinitis pigmentosa. Have you heard people saying that they have a retina detachment? What kind of food are they eating? Everything, to tell the truth, boils down to the food and the drinks that you're drinking. That's what makes a difference in your eyes. If you know the difference, then you will avoid these things. So this is what the ophthalmologist and the optometrist can do anything to you about. Have you heard about somebody with muscular degeneration, muscular hole, scar tissue in the macula? Have you heard about fluid leakage under the macula, a break in the macula called macular tear, detachment of the corneal layer from the retina, retinoblastoma? This is cancer of the retina. Thinning of the peripheral retina is also increased the risk of retina detachment. Cone disorders causing seeing red, blue, green, yellow. And photoreceptors disorders causing day and night blindness before loss of vision. Brothers and sisters, the things I'm telling you is caused by you and I. It's not caused by anybody else. And when you go to the doctor and they tell you that, what are they giving you? They give you an eye drop? Would that help you? No, it's topical. It will help you for a day and then it will come back. Symptometry will get to the root cause of it and make sure that you are eating the right food, avoiding the drinks, avoiding the food that you're not supposed to. And again, that heavy lifting has to come from you. The doctor symptometry can force you not to eat or not to eat this. You have to make up your mind. And that's what health is. Health is what you align your mind with the needs of yourself. You have to determine that that's what you want to do or you don't want to do. Believe me, when I told you about chocolate, it has caused so many things in my life. It has caused a lot of damage from, you know, periods where I couldn't even have it, plus pain, periodical pain that I had when I was, basically, so many things, not knowing that the chocolate that I eat every day was causing that. I caused it. Even though I was blaming my parents, I was blaming the doctors for not giving me enough medicine for me to get better. Again, these are the things that we do to ourselves. Okay? So the question is, how do you reverse these? Will surgery solve the problem? No, it will not. When my husband got glaucoma, we were told to do the first surgery. We did the first surgery. It didn't take. Nothing happened. And we're told to do the second surgery. We did it. We followed the doctor because we thought the doctor knew it all, because they were controlling our lives. Now the doctors don't control our lives anymore. When they say something, I said, okay, let me get a second opinion if I have them. So now when they say do surgery, come to symptometry and get a second opinion. We will reverse that if you're willing, to do the heavy lifting, if you're willing to avoid the food you're not supposed to be eating. And I promise you that if you do, you see the results. Okay. So some of the food that produce calcium oxalate include the following: our favorites: strawberries, papaya, beets, raspberry, oranges, grapefruits, figs, um, cheese. I mean, how many of us love cheese? Cheese has physin, that is a blood clutter. It doesn't allow your blood to clot. It will just continue to bleed. Okay? Pineapple, dates, prunes, apricots, kiwi, spinach, kale, rhubarb, nuts, all nuts, all nuts. I used to be a nut eater, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Chocolate, soy, Irish potatoes, sweet potatoes, wheat bran. Eating them a few times a week is not a problem. The problem is what happened after eating them. Are you eating one or two on the list? You should always recalibrate and rebalance your system. Other than that, people don't even know what rebalancing is. And it's something that you need to ask your coach to help you with that. If you're wearing glasses, this is something you need to do after eating on a daily basis. And you need to be religious about it because you have one vision, one sight. If you lose it, you're done. You are done. You are done. Because I have a story, and my story is that it's up to you to stop that, not the doctor. It's up to you not to eat these food that we talked about, not the doctor. The doctor can help you, but if you don't help yourself, it's not going to happen. Symptometry is not just a particulate popping system. It is the food. You have to balance it with the food that you're eating. The food make a huge difference because what goes into your mouth causes clutter. What goes into your mouth causes debris. What goes into your mouth do all that stuff. So I'm just, you need to have a particulate that smashes, unravel blood clots, called bond breakers, okay, that destroy ionic, hydrogen, and chemical and bonds to facilitate recalibration, rebalancing, and excellent circulation after eating. You need good circulation, brothers and sisters, after eating. Again, if it's going to be, it is up to us. And such powerful tools allow the individual to circulate oxygenated blood to every eye component. That's why people that use the symptometry system, like the doctor, does not wear glasses. He hasn't worn glasses since 2000s. Okay? And that's what I want to do. I want to ditch my glasses. I want to be able to get my bifocal out of the way. I want to make sure I'm eating the right food. And if he can do it, you can too. So again, see your optometrist or your ophthalmologist once a year. But before you see them, what kind of food are you eating? Are you adding a lot of clutter producers? Are you eating and causing debris? What kind of drink are you drinking? Orange juice, apple juice, nuts, chocolate, vanilla, all those food? That is something you need to check into. If you have a coach, you need to go to him and let him help you. Because I know when I'm walking around, about one out of everybody I see wear glasses or they don't. But even they don't, they wear contacts. They wear contact, they're wearing glasses. How do you prevent that? If you're African American, how do you prevent the glaucoma that is the number one cause of blindness in our community? What about the cataract that people are forming to get it done? They do 1 week and they do the next week and everything else, and it doesn't do anything. It comes right back. They say, oh, it's good. It's good for a week or a month or two, and then they're back to where it is. Why don't we get to the source? Why don't we get to the bottom? And the bottom is coming to symptometry, where we will break the bonds for you with our particulates and make sure that you are, circulating oxygenated blood throughout your body. And again, I'd like to share with you, if it's going to be done, it is up to you, not the doctor, not your husband, not your children, because you have only one vision. And when you lose it, all is done. Brother Saheed, Assalamu alaikum.
Well, alaikum assalam, Mrs. Rita. That was excellent. Excellent. Brother and sister, we're going to come back later and see if you have any questions for our guests about the eyes. The eyes are very important. You get one pair. And you're responsible for taking care of them. If you lose your eyesight, you can count on somebody taking advantage of you. Your own people, your own family would take advantage of you if you lose eyesight. Oh, he can't see that, so I'm going to shortchange him. What are you going to do? Absolutely nothing. Brother and sister, our eyes are nothing but nerves. Nothing but nerve. Miss Rita mentioned clutter, debris, garbage, sludge, all that food we be eating. See, the human body produces a lot of garbage. You have to do something after eating the food because there's no perfect food for us. I don't care what you think, there's no perfect food. All food causes somebody some problem based on the enzyme that they are producing. We have to produce 20 digested enzymes to thoroughly digest our food, and there still would be debris left behind. And every time our cells divide, they leave behind something. Are you cleaning those things out? Are you clearing them up? No, you're not, because no one has told you about that. Our cell has to divide to produce eye is central, brain is central, nose is central, skin is central, body cell is central, brain is central. Every time they produce these is central, something are left. They're just like factory, mini factory. That's what they do. They produce everything needed to maintain our body, to maintain our health. So we have to help them to remove the clutter. They can't remove it, even though they produce the clutter. They produce some garbage. This is the byproduct of living. When we live life, that's an exchange principle. There's a price that we have to pay for living. We don't think about it, but there's a price. Living is not free. Nothing is free. You have to pay to be here. That means you have to take care of your health. That's the price. If you don't take care of your health, you won't be around here long. See how these things connect? So we're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back and address any questions you might have for our guests. And we thank you for joining us. Please call someone, share the link with them, so we can have more people on the line learning. This is a weekly learning session. There's so much information. We can't share it all at one time. Step by step by step. You wouldn't get it all at one time, no way. So step by step, and this is what we're doing. So please do not go anywhere. We'll be right back with Abdul Shaheed and our guest here on Optimal Health on AM 360. We'll be right back.
I'm Dr. Maxwell Narate, inventor of symptometry and symptomatic science. Many of you may not have heard of symptometry because it appears to be new. Unfortunately, new does not mean untested. Symptometry has been around for 32 years, since 1991. During these 32 years, I had to conduct several experiments. I had to test the precepts and the concepts of symptometry and symptomatic science. After 32 years of testing, the results are in. The results are excellent. This is why you are hearing about symptometry and symptomatic science now. I invented symptometry and symptomatic science for a reason. What is this reason? The reason is medical science, nutrition, Chinese traditional medicine, acupuncture, chiropractic, Ayurveda, and herbalism created a gaping hole, a large and deep vacuum, bottomless vacuum that had to be filled. This is why I created symptometry and symptomatic science. We are not here just to fool around. We are here to fill a deep vacuum. How did they create this vacuum? How? I will tell you why. They created this vacuum by focusing on the word disease. Disease. Disease comes from the Greek word pathos. P-A-T-H-O-S, pathos. Pathos give us pathology. And pathology tells you nothing about how a disease started. Pathology tells you absolutely nothing about how a symptom started. This is what is wrong with pathology. Pathology is good to study cadavers, it's good to practice surgery and know where the organs are located. That is what pathology is all about. And if you want to study health, you must know the difference between pathology and health. Pathology just speaks of deconstruction, cell deconstruction, stasis, inertia, the breaking down process. This is not health. Health is about construction and reconstruction, rebuilding, constant rebuilding, removing garbage, removing concretion, rejuvenation. That is what health is all about. Therefore, health and disease do not mix. They are on two totally different trajectories. So don't study disease and think that you'll be able to make a person healthy. You will never be able to make a person. Never. You can do your best.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters. You with Abdul Shaheed and our guest, Mrs. Rita Taylor, and we also have standing by Miss Yvette Dean, both are certified symptometry health coaches. So, Miss Rita, we're going to see if anybody have any question for you about eyes. Any of our guests, if have a question, just unmute yourself and just ask your question or make your comment. This is the time to do so. Thank you so very much for joining us today here on Optimal Health on AM 360. Thank you so very much. Anyone have a question for our guests about eyes? removing eye problems.
How about glaucoma? You know anybody with glaucoma or about to go do a cataract surgery?
It's
It's
like all about eyes. Let's see. If you have a question, this is the time to do it. Saw somebody with a hand raised. Let me see if anybody have a hand raised. Reversing eye disorder. All of these diseases and
Yes.
symptoms can be reversed.
Yes, I have a question.
Go right ahead, Miss Yvette.
Miss Rita.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, so you're saying that fruits are bad for our eyes, right? Eating fruits. Does it
Yes.
matter any fruit or just fruits?
There are
Period.
certain fruits that you need to avoid, and I listed them. The strawberries, the berries, the pineapples, and all the stuff that have sugar, the sugar sorbitol, the fruit that have sorbitol in them. And those are the ones that you need to avoid. I mean, I haven't eaten fruits for over 10 years and I'm here. You know, it's up to the person. But even if you're going to eat it, don't eat it periodically, but not like everyday thing. But those that have sorbitol, you know, the pineapple, the beets, the strawberries, the all those you know, reddish, you know, sweet stuff, it has sorbitol. And sorbitol remove you know, glutathione remove sorbitol from our bodies and including our eyes. So you need to watch out for the fruits that you eat. And again, is being selective and making sure that you avoid them if you can. I have avoided them, and some people can, some people cannot. But it all depends on how far you want to go.
Let's see. So what is sorbitol? What is it in fruit? What makes it's like it's a natural part of fruit or
Well,
that people
it is, you know, the sorbitol is the let me say to make it look, it's sorbitol is in fruit. Those are, you know, how do I express myself well? But it's something that it's in these fruits, and it is a sweeter, you know, sweeter version that you know that is fruit, and
Mhm.
that's what sorbitol is, and
I see.
sorbitol, you know, basically that's
I
what
see.
that's what you know you really need
Mhm.
to avoid, you know, basically.
Right. But
Mhm.
that's terrible because they tell us to eat fruit. Fruit
Well,
is healthy for us.
yeah,
And
but you
you
know
know,
they tell you because
eat
they
fruit for
want you
dessert and
they want you to buy it, you know, because they need to make money, but they don't tell you the bad side. You know, there's a bad side of everything. You know, food, as I said, there's no perfect food, but being smart about it is how you live on this planet. I mean, you know what? If you know that you know you love pineapple, maybe do once a month or once every week or whatever. I mean, it's up to you if you can do away. Like I used to like nuts. I ate it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I have not touched nuts in years. Again, chocolate. I used to because you know what I had the addiction that those nuts help me out, and I don't care for chocolate. It's all up to you. Vanilla. I love vanilla ice cream. Summer, I used to buy a bucket, and
yeah.
I'll eat them all, not knowing that it's destroying my eyes, my eyesight. So it's all up to you what you want to do with your health, honestly. And as I said, your health belongs to you only and nobody else. And if you want it to be healthy, it is up to you. It's not up to anybody else. And not your doctor can do anything about it anyway. And you,
Ooh, you say chocolate has
yeah.
sorbitol? Delicious chocolate?
Well, it's
Loaded
chocolate.
with
Oh my
loaded.
goodness.
Chocolate has
What?
poison. It had poison in it. That
Ah,
why that is it had poison. And I was poisoning myself, Yvette. When I was a teenager, I was eating them on a daily basis. The cramps, the crying to my parents and do this for me. They didn't know any better. They kept on giving me chocolate. They didn't know that it was hurting me. It was ruining my blood, and that's why I'm having all these cramps and diseases. Okay, so yes, now I know better. I don't even give chocolate as a gift to anyone. You know, so
thank
yes,
you.
yeah. So it's up to us to to stay away from certain food, and if you do, you're better off for it.
Yeah, we must protect our eyes. That sorbitol is a fruit sugar.
No fruit sugar.
And people do not have the enzyme to digest that sugar. It's very difficult to digest it. You have to produce extra enzyme. The only way you're going to do that is come to symptometry, get the particulates to help produce more enzyme to break the bonds on sorbitol.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's going to be a problem for you. Strawberries, high in sorbitol. Bananas, high in sorbitol. Miss Rita just went through the list.
Pineapples, all this, it's all
Only
there. The bee, this, the berries, all the sweet stuff. It's sorbitol. It's the sugar.
And those capillaries that nourish our eye are smaller than the hair on our head, a strand of hair on our head. So the nutrients and resources to nourish the eyes must go through there. But if sorbitol is stuck in the way, it's not going to remove it.
Exactly.
It's an inert substance that won't move once it gets into our blood. It'd be jamming someplace. Jamming, and we have to unjam them. If you don't know about symptometry, what do you know about unjamming the capillary that nourish the eye with oxygenated blood? Oxygenated blood, brothers and sisters, must be everywhere. If not, you're going to have a problem with your eyes if it's not getting to the eyes, the nerves, to nourish the nerve so the nerve can work properly. Debris would be there blocking things because there's salt in our blood is going to interact or react with all of the nutrients and coal-tar derivatives to add it to the preservatives that's in the food. That's in the food. Then you're talking about juices, raw plants. The fruit, you're not cooking the fruit in most instances. You're just eating. It's raw. Now you're eating sorbitol raw. These are things that the plant don't even want anymore because that's what a fruit is. The plant put all this discarded merchandise in the pod. We call it a fruit. It's the garbage and the waste basket of the plant. So we can live perfectly healthy without eating any fruits at all. Isn't that an amazing thought? You don't have to have fruits. Who told you you have to have fruit to be healthy? They lie because fruit, selling them to us is $1 billion industry. And they pay a lot of taxes with that. Nuts compromise people's health, but it's $1 billion industry. They sell them to people. We didn't ask for them. They advertise them all day long, just like they do drugs. We don't ask for drugs, but they advertise it to you. Then they advertise it to your doctor, and you go to the doctor. So what he's going to do? Prescribe the drugs.
and one thing that I want to also share with you is about the sorbitol that we're talking about. You know what? It also jam, when people have glaucoma. And, it jammed the canal of slam. I didn't even know that until I came to symptometry. My husband had glaucoma. We had 2 surgeries. It didn't do us any because it's the fruits and stuff jammed that. People don't even know that. And they go in there, they give them drops, and they think it's doing something. It's not doing anything. Have you stopped eating the food that you're not supposed to be eating?
No.
No, if you don't, then it will continue to harass you. It will continue to mess with you. And believe me, brothers and sisters, you don't want to lose your sight. You do not want to lose your sight. It is not easy to have somebody who can see. And you have to be their eyes and ears and everything else. It is not easy. So prevent it. And we are lucky to have symptometry in our midst to help us prevent that. We can prevent it. And you know what? In our community, it is the number one prevention. It's the number one cause of blindness. It's glaucoma.
Amazing.
And we need to do something about it. And we have the solution right here. So, Brother Shaheed and Yvette and everybody else, I enjoyed that. And I'm so delighted.
You shared a lot of information, Ms. Rita.
Yeah, so thank you for listening, and hopefully people.
Thank you. Great job. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely amazing.
And have a good evening, and talk to you guys next week, okay?
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Walaikum assalam. Thank you so very much. That's Mrs. Rita Teller. I'm gonna see if I can share her information as she make her departure, brother and sister. So we're gonna be sharing more information. We have more information to share. Share her information here. This is Mrs. Rita, certified Scientology health coach. It's on the screen, and hopefully you can see that. Those who are in the position to see it. And you see her information. She specialized in pregnancy management, and that's her website and email address, info@pregnancymadeeasy.com. You can reach her. Phone number 469-609-0368. And you see her website, pregnancymadeeasy.com. So we're so thankful to her to share with us every week, basically, about the information we need to optimize our health, Not just, just be mediocre, but optimize our health, fortifying ourselves against diseases, against microbes. So those things just leave us alone. Let them go bother somebody else who don't care.
That's
bother
right.
Somebody else is bad. Don't bother me.
That's right. Leave me alone.
Fortify our body against those things. The mosquito will stop biting on you.
Yes.
And the fly, they'll stop swarming around you. The yellow jacket and all those bees and wasps, they don't bother me when I go outside. They always bother the other person. They say, why they not biting on you? Well, they know not to bite on me because they're going to die. I have the strong T cell, B cell interferon, the ferocious ones, not the wimpy ones. They go hide when something comes.
They can tell. Yeah, they can tell who's been eating they want their food. They can tell which body their food is in. Okay, they know
all that growth factor.
Yes, the growth factors. They know.
Yeah. So we avoid all of those things by taking care of ourselves, fortifying them, fortifying our immune system, fortifying our DNA, fortifying our blood. See, everything is supposed to be fortified.
Yes.
Because the Almighty created us in such a way, Miss Yvette, and we all know this, who attend American School of Scientology. The Almighty created us with everything we need. We just got to know how to work it.
That's it.
And
we have a school that teaches us, though.
We have a school now.
Yes. If you want to know how your body works, yes, you can join the school.
Absolutely. So we're going to take another quick break, come back, and Miss Yvette have information she want to share about thick colon problem. Taking care of our colon is so very, very important, brother and sister. All of the system, that's part of the digestive system. All of these systems working together, fine-tuned in harmony, keeping us healthy on this toxic, predatory, and adversary planet. So if you have someone you love, someone you work with, someone in your family that need this information, just contact them right quick, share the link, the phone number with them, or have them to do a three-way on your phone and plug them right on in so they can benefit from hearing this knowledge that we're sharing. Incredible. So we'll be right back, brothers and sisters. Please do not go anywhere at all. You're with Abdul Shaheed and guests, and this is Optimal Health on AM 360. We'll be right back.
After 30 years of research, the results are in. Consumption of certain foods can be harmful to your physical and mental health. When diagnosed with a terminal illness and given a low chance of survival, Dr. Maxwell Nardi had a deep feeling that food had caused cirrhosis of his liver. When no cure was available through medication, after years of extensive laboratory research, he invented symptometric science and used it to save his life. Through research, Dr. Nardi discovered that some common foods are harmful to the human immune system, and that overconsumption can destroy stem cells. Stem cells govern the immune system and vital organs, like the liver, heart, and kidneys. Dr. Nardi's research offers cures for diseases, body aches, hair, and memory loss. He discovered by eating the right foods, necessary energy is created to help live a long, healthy life. Results from his incredible research is now available in the book, What to Consume, Mankind's Safest Consumables, now available through Amazon and Kindle. Listen to these verified Amazon customer reviews. 5 out of 5 stars. Very good information. Mind blowing. This book really opens your mind. It's a very short read. Once I started reading, I couldn't stop, so I finished it in one setting. I recommend this book for all. Thank you, Dr. Maxwell Nardi. Learn how to live a more healthy life today. Order What to Consume, Mankind's Safest Consumables by Dr. Maxwell Nardi at Amazon and Kindle.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters, with Abdul Shaheed and our guest. We have left with us Ms. Yvette Dean, who's also a certified symptometry health coach and a student at the American School of Symptometry. We're both a student there. Absolutely amazing. You can be a student there too, brothers and sisters. We just started a new semester, and it's still not too late to enroll in Symptometry 101, the foundational course at the American School of Symptometry, to teach all what you need to know to start taking care of the needs of your cell. We had to be taught, brothers and sisters. Nobody's teaching us. The doctors, they don't educate people. They're not in the business of education. They're a practitioner. They practice on you and me. And that's what they do. And they make a lot of money doing it. Now it's time for us to get knowledgeable.
When you say it, yes, when you say it like that, practice.
Yeah, they practice.
Practice. You know, that kind of makes sense. Practitioner. Practice.
Practitioners, that's what they are. See, we're an expert at what we do.
Practice.
We can help reverse diseases. We know what we're doing because it's based on science, based on the way the Almighty created the universe.
So they're practicing on us. They're practicing.
They're practitioners. And they practice all the time.
On us.
On us. And they put out a sign, a shingle, they put out a sign there, and they don't make nobody go in there. We volunteer.
Because we come to them. They practice.
We go to them.
On us.
And they practice on us every time we go. And they have a little catalog to help them prescribe medicine. From the physician desk catalog. They help them to prescribe medicine. And you go in there with a symptom, that's what they're treating. What we know in symptometry, symptom is not a disease. This is language that our body is telling us and warning us that we have veered off the paradigm of normalcy.
Yes.
That means the cells need our help to put things back to normalcy. Because the Almighty created normalcy. He didn't create a disease. We did by making mistakes. Now we have to correct our mistakes, remove the damage that we did, and give the cells what they need. That's it. That's it. And learn what food to avoid based on your condition. We all can't eat the same food. We're not producing the same enzyme. And we have all different conditions. I already have eye problems, so why am I going to eat more and more fruits? I'm already wearing glasses, and I'm going to eat fruit. No, I'm not doing that. Don't offer me bananas and strawberries. I'm going to refuse them. I'm already wearing glasses, and I'm working on my eyes so I can get perfect vision without these things. The glasses would never improve the person's cells.
Mm-hmm.
Never remove garbage, sludge, and concretion in the canal of Slim. So you're going to eventually have glaucoma because you're not draining enough fluid from your eyes. 1 milliliter of fluid must drain from the eyes every day. If there are blockage there from concretion and debris and sludge, it won't happen. That's why you have glaucoma. Your doctor's not going to educate you on that. We have particularly to remove and decongest the canal of Slim. That canal in the back of the eyes. So it can drain. Don't that sound simple enough to do, Miss Yvette? But these people will drain hole in your eyes. they pretend like they're doing something. They ain't doing anything. Every surgery will leave scar tissue on the eyes. Scar tissue. So that's more problem. So we had the best solution, and we're not practicing.
Yes.
We already know what to do. It's not practice. It's getting you involved, the people, the person. It's not just popping pills. You have to do your part, the heavy lifting. Modify your diet. Focus on the needs of the cell. Don't try to eat everything. And then when we try to get you to direct your diet, oh, there's nothing to eat. You start complaining. Just don't eat the food that's killing you and hurting you. That's all we're asking you to avoid. But we don't believe that the food is killing us. We think the food loves us. No, food don't love you. It's food. And most of the food, you're not preparing it right anyway. Bad cooks produce diseases. You don't even know how to cook. You're talking about the food. And most of us have stopped cooking, so we're not even cooking it and eating it at home. We buying it out. So all of that food has preservatives. Now, what are you going to do about removing the preservative, the coal tar derivative, the chemicals, man-made? That's right. There's so much for us to learn that it's just a shame that we don't know this. So, Miss Yvette, I'm going to give you the mic and let you talk about the thick colon problem that we have, some of us have. And I'm going to pull up that, I think I have some information about that. Yes. Screen that we can show or share, rather. To help hold people attention. There we go.
Thank you. Yes.
Hope people can
my name, that's it. That's it. Yes. So my name's Yvette. I'm a student at the American School of Symptometry and also a certified symptometry health coach. Okay. I also teach scientific eating and living to help those who would like to change the way they eat, their symptoms, to avoid symptoms. This is what we're here to do. Every Monday is to help you be healthier than you were yesterday. Because health is a day by day reward.
Day by day, moment by moment sometimes.
Yes, for sure. But today we're going to talk about the thick colon problem. It's on the website, AMSOS, if you want to read along, okay, to learn about the colon, okay? Now, most of us do not like to talk about this part of health, because they figure it's, what young people say, gross, okay? But it's a big part of who we are. It tells us about what we eat, the type of foods that we eat. Okay, it's important, to know that even though that food looks so good, you're eating it, it tastes delicious, but when it comes out the other end, it's going to tell you if it was a good food or if it was a bad food, if it's able to go through the process and go to the end process, which is the colon. Okay. So the mouth is the beginning of our digestive process. We put the delicious food in our mouths and we eat it, and it goes through our digestive process down to our colon, okay, ready for elimination. So let's talk about it. Many people say that they're not constipated, but they do admit privately that they use enemas 2 or 3 times a week. or every other day, to relieve their symptoms. Others make an appointment to get their colon cleansed, called colon irrigation, twice a week. I went to school to get certified to be a colon hygienist back in my health days when I thought I was healthy days. I thought I knew about health, and I knew it was important to get your colon cleansed. So I became a certified colon hygienist, and after I realized that that was the wrong thing to do, because, our colon needs transition time from the foods that we eat. But we'll talk about that as we go on. But yes, I was a colon hygienist, and I really thought that that was good for me. When I eat, I want to get it out before your body gets harmed, or just to relieve constipation. But I quickly found out that that wasn't for me, and I understood that why now that I am at the American School of Symptometry, to know why. But yeah, so I'll see a lot of people came, they made appointments because they're constipated. They're constipated. Okay, so they go to colon irrigations, once or twice a week. They do it at home with enema bags. In the privacy of their own home, because they don't want people to know their problems. Okay, so, but it also tells you how you have been eating. Okay, so we have to take a look at that. In colon irrigation and symptometry, it's called inertia. Lack of motion. Lack of motion. So why is our colon don't have the peristalsis, which is the wave-like movement that it's supposed to have? Because the large intestines cannot undergo peristalsis. Okay, it cannot do it. It became too thick. It's jammed. It's jammed with food particles, undigested food, poisons, alkaloids, preventing it from moving. But the Almighty made us so remarkable, okay, that we have to give us knowledge on how to do this, okay, on what's wrong, but some people just want to, create a solution. Oh, go take senna tea, go take, laxatives when you get constipated, but continue to eat and be merry, but take laxatives when you're constipated. No, that's not solving the problem. It's not, and it's only hurting your peristalsis function. The wave-like motion to push it up, to push it across, and to push it down, ready for elimination. If you don't have that force, if you have inertia stuck in your colon, then we're going to have a problem. You're going to have to go eventually to a colon irrigation, because at one time, laxatives is not going to work anymore. Why? Because you're not solving the problem. There's something called Hirschberg disease. Okay? That is when the peristalses are no longer moving. They're dead. They're dead because the leakage channels in their plasma membrane completely shut down. Shut down completely. So now we have to get them going. So to produce electricity for neuronal activities, sodium and potassium must move super fast in and out of neurons' leakage channels, at least 60 times per minute. So how can it do that when it's shut down? Okay, just like a normal heartbeat. Okay, it must at least 60 times per minute. Okay. There are some pregnant women that don't cook with salt to control their blood pressure on the advice of their physician. Here is what will happen to their baby and why. Their baby will be born with nerve problems. If you don't cook with salt, it's going to be born with nerve problems. They will become susceptible to frequent nervous breakdowns and temper tantrums. They will be prone to anger and severe or chronic constipation because their bowels can't move. We need iodized salt for our bowels too. Not sea salt, not pink salt, not gray salt. We need iodized salt for every movement in our body, especially our bowels. Okay, we need to keep our motor neurons working. We need to wake them up. They don't need to be dead. Okay, and if they're dead, the colon will begin to thicken because we keep eating. So the colon is thickening, causing stool to become impacted. No peristalsis movement. It's impacted now. Since they cannot move their bowels, a medical device called a fetal collector must be used to extract the feces twice or 3 times a week in the facility. That's not good. That's like going to dialysis for your bowels to get cleaned out. The kidneys do it itself, but kidneys don't work, they go to dialysis. If your colon don't work, you go to a colon irrigation place. But that's not the way you want to live, ladies and gentlemen. That's not the way you want to live. No. 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 That is not the way that our Creator made us. No. No. We want to live the natural way. Eat and have a good, powerful force for elimination. That brings us back to scientific eating and living. If you eat scientifically, you won't have colon problems because we know how to properly combine your foods. We know which sulfur foods you need for bowel health. We know which foods have power, strength, and pressure for pushing, for peristalsis to be normal. Those who go once a day is normal, actually. People think it's not, but it's normal. At least once a day, because our colon needs transit time. It needs to draw all the nutrients that it can get from the food before elimination. Yeah, the colon needs vitamins and minerals too. The colon protects us. Part of our immune system is in our colon. It protects us. Okay? It produces bacteria, it's called scotol, phenol. All this helps us. But we got to keep it healthy by eating scientifically. That's very important, ladies and gentlemen, for a healthy colon, for a healthy life. Okay, because if our colon is not healthy, we're not going to be healthy. And I know people who have been constipated for weeks. Weeks. And they say, well, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. So myself as a symptometry health coach, we sit down and we go over your diet. We tell you what you did wrong, how you can replace that with this, and watch how you normalize with particulates and molecules for help, because we got to clean them out, clean out those pockets, and then we're starting over fresh. And we will show you how to never be constipated again. Okay? Never be constipated again. Never. So let's talk about the colon thickness. A normal colon wall is about 5 millimeters thick. That's small, 5 millimeters. Imagine how small that is. Unfortunately, some people have colons 15 to 20 millimeters thick, not 5, 15 to 20 millimeters thick, making them too thick and cumbersome for neurons to create electrical waves for peristalsis. Okay, because it's too thick. It's 15 to 20 millimeters. It's only supposed to be 5. So why do a person's colon become so thick? In addition to dead motor neurons, unremoved garbage, and other reasons for colon thickness, unremoved garbage that's been sitting there for weeks. Weeks. You know, I'm miserable if I haven't went in 3 days. But those were the old days. Okay? Those were the old days. I used to take Senna. I used to take laxatives, but I always wondered, I thought it was hereditary. That, you know, because my grandmother had problems with her colon. You know, my sisters have problems. My aunties had problems. So I'm thinking it's, you know, hereditary. Something that I just happened to me. But I come to find out that's not true. Don't believe the hype. That's not true. It all boils down to the foods that you eat. And why hasn't it processed through 18 to 24 hours later? Why? What stopped it? What stopped moving? What blocked peristalsis that's causing chronic constipation? So now you don't have it. You got a lack of it. It's not moving. They always say the large intestine becomes inoperable by age 70. But some individuals have had their large intestine inoperable since age 33. 33. But there are some kids that's constipated. Little bitty babies, constipated. Like, how can babies, they barely born. How can their systems get so bad that they're constipated? Okay, we have to look back at the mother. Okay? But there is hope for those of us who have had problems or are still having problems. We have hope now. Okay? And if your colon has thickened, you know, other abnormalities start to occur in the colons. These abnormalities are, or have you ever experienced these abnormalities? It's called colitis. That's when the colon is inflamed because cortisol cannot circulate to the large intestines. The ripple effect of inflammation is stomach pain before, during, and after eating. Colitis is also called IBD, inflammatory bowel disease. Some individuals had colitis since they were 17. Wow. 17. The prime of your life and you're constipated. You got these problems with your colon. Okay. We also have what we call ulcerative colitis. When the colons are inflamed and they have ulcers in them, the cells cannot divide, leaving the old and tattered cells in place. Eventually, blood will be in the stool, in feces. Have you ever seen blood in your stool? In your feces? Okay. Crohn's diseases. Okay. Then we got diverticulitis. Okay. Pockets in your colon. They call them pockets in your colon. The muscles are so weak because the cells cannot divide to produce fresh muscle proteins, especially connectin, fibrillin, and elastin. We must produce elastin in our colons, ladies and gentlemen, so we can keep that peristalsis moving, that wave-like force moving, so we won't be stuck. We won't be bent over. We won't be sitting in the bathroom for hours, just trying to get a little piece out. It's not funny. This is real. It's not funny. I've been there. You've been there. We all have been there. We got to talk about it. It's real. Don't be shy. Don't turn away. This is real life. We don't want to get polyps in our colon. We tired of stomach pain. We tired of constipation. No one have never told us that there is a way to avoid it by eating and living scientifically. There's no need for constipation. Tumors, oh my goodness. You leave constipation in your body so long, you can develop tumors. Okay, tumors. Tumors can be surgically removed, yeah, but they'll regrow back because the bowels are still weak. Microtubules are still weak. The centrosols are still weak. We're still eating the same old foods, garlic, onions. So we don't want to breathe nothing into our bodies that don't need to be, by not having the right bowel movement, by having inertia in our bowels. We can get cancer called colorectal cancer. Okay, colon cancer occurs in colon cells where carcinogens eliminate cysteine from the double helix and block its integration. Okay, our DNA is in disrepair, causing mutation. How do a person know they have cancer of the bowels? How do they know? A biopsy is performed. Okay, so be careful of what we eat. We do not want to cause tumors in our body. We don't want to cause polyps in our colons. We don't want to cause diverticulitis. We don't want ulceritis. We don't want these things in our colon. So it's best that we try our best to eat the right foods. Give our colon time to digest what we just ate. People eat back to back, literally. They eat breakfast, and an hour and a half later, they back in their kitchen. They back looking in the refrigerator, You got to give your bowels, your digestive system time to process the meals you just ate. Don't keep piling on and on and on, getting inertia, especially the foods that you're eating that's causing inertia, like butter, nuts, olive oil, avocados. We need to leave those inertia products alone. It means stagnant. Okay? So I want everybody to remember this word in their household. Symptom. Symptom. Symptometry. Whenever there's a symptom in your household, or you hear anyone that has a symptom, say symptometry. Okay? This will save your life. Symptom, symptometry. We're here for you. We're here to teach you about your health, about how to properly keep your colon clean, how to eat the right foods so we won't have smelly problems. Nobody wants smelly problems. Did you know that when you go to the bathroom and do number 2, that it should not smell? Did you know that? People be like, nah, no way. It has to smell. No way. But nope, it does not smell. You have a little faint smell, but it's gone in what? A minute or 2? This is your body telling you you've done a good job today. You've done a good job today. You're not constipated. You have full bowel movements, not pen-like bowel movements. If you have pen-like bowel movements, your cells in your colon are congested. We need to get what we call coenzyme A7, what symptometry has. Coenzyme A7. It's not cramping. It's a molecule that does not cramp you at all. Like other laxatives, you be bent over. Oh, it's coming. It hurts. You know, you should not have to do that. We're going to take a look at your diet. Okay, we're going to tell you what to do, what to avoid, and watch how you improve. This is what we teach here at the American School of Symptometry. Colon health, cellular health, and if it's not symptometry by it, it's not cellular health. You hear everybody out here talking cellular health. If it's not symptometry, it's not true cellular health. Symptom, symptometry. Okay? We hear a lot of people out here trying to say cellular health, but it's not symptometry. Ask them what's cellular health. You know? No. If it's not symptometry, it's not the real original symptometry. We discuss the cells. We teach you what happened, how it happened, and how to prevent it from happening again. Who does that? We do. The only therapeutic that does cell correction. We're the only therapeutic that does cell correction with no side effects. We don't have to put it on the screen, these little bitty words, and then distract you with happiness. We don't have to do that. There's no little words at the bottom of the screen. No, our therapeutics is safe for the cells. You put them words because you're going to have side effects because our cells are rejecting it. We don't want this. That's why I say when you have a symptom, think symptometry. Okay? Not those little bitty words that they flash on the screen. They telling you. You're not listening. You're not seeing it. It's your fault because you don't see it, that they're putting it right in front of your face. Right there. Their medicine, they're saying at the bottom of the screen, just take a look. Open your eyes and take a look. Don't look at the picture. Look down at the bottom of the screen. It says side effects may cause everything that it calls. So I'm like to myself, why am I taking this for an eye problem if you're going to cause a liver problem, a bowel problem, a kidney problem, a liver problem? If you're going to cause all them, that's okay. I'll find another therapeutic that's going to deal with cells, what we're made of. Ladies and gentlemen, we are made of cells, nothing else. And our cells do not like foreign chemicals near them, around them. That's why there's side effects. That's why our bowels react to constipation, because of what's in our foods. What's in our foods. And unfortunately, we can't avoid it. We got to eat. We just got to know how to cook, how to eat in a way is where our cells will be healthy. And that's what we do. Do you have any questions for me about bowel health or any health questions?
Anyone have any questions? You gotta have a question or two. Don't be afraid. Raise your hand, ask a question.
It's a subject people don't like to talk about. We know.
Exactly, but we got to talk about it.
Talk about it. Yes.
It affects everything else. Health.
Yes, it does.
Everything are connected. Our whole body is connected. Work as one biological unit. If one is affected, sooner or later, something else going to be affected. Something else going to be affected. Then you got a big mass problem. When you could have done something about it when it was small or just a symptom. That's why the body is giving you these signs. The language they speak is symptom language, symptomatic.
Symptoms. Yes.
And you find that word in symptometry. Symptom.
Yes.
Same word.
Symptom, symptometry. Yes. That's why I say think symptometry when you got a symptom that will not go away. Don't go get
anywhere.
Side effects.
Solve the problem.
Right.
You have to solve the problem.
Exactly. 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 This is why we're symptometry. We address your symptoms and we remove them before it turns into a disease.
Absolutely. Go to the source of the problem because they were guided. The symptom was guide us to the source.
Yes.
And
it's a symptom in your back. A back symptom. Okay, your knees hurt. That's a symptom. The cells in your knees, something happened. They didn't get cortisol last night. Why? Okay. Why you constipated? Did you have a muffin before you went to bed with eggs in it? Huh? Baking soda? Did we have a muffin before we went to bed?
Cooked with the wrong oil, saturated fat, preservatives,
right.
coal tar derivatives, blocking everything.
Yeah. Did we have starchy potatoes?
Yes, without using the double burner method in cooking them.
Yes. Like, did we have coconut? People think coconut milk is the best in the world.
Exactly. When there's no plant that produces milk, no plant.
No plant. Milk. Pure saturated fat you drinking.
Exactly.
So don't be fooled by the hype, ladies and gentlemen. If they don't have symptometry by their name, it's not the correct cellular health. It's not cell nourishment. Because you're going to see a lot now. People are discovering symptometry. There's a lot of copycats out there.
Yeah, a lot of imitators.
Yes.
But we help ourselves, Ms. Yvette, to self-correct, self-regulate, self-cleanse, recalibrate, and self-perpetuate.
Yes.
And we know what to do that.
Yes, we
do. They know nothing about how to do that.
Nope.
They don't repair DNA. We help you to repair the DNA. So your disease can be reversed without repairing DNA. You still stuck with it, and you will take it to the grave. Those people cannot do any of these. Don't be fooled.
Nope. But they'll say cellular health, cellular level.
And they won't even talk about the cell. They just mention cellular health.
Just mention
they won't mention the cell.
No.
Talk about the cell all the time.
All the time.
We focus. That's our focus. That's the mission of symptometry. Focus on the needs of the cell.
They must
That's
mention
what we're made of.
That's it. That's it. So your household name, when you have a symptom, is symptometry.
Absolutely.
Okay?
It's my every anomaly. Every anomaly. Abnormality.
Yes.
God created normalcy.
Yes.
We made the mistake and created abnormalcy.
That's right. My granddaughter come to me with a symptom. Yeah. I'm calling symptometry.
Absolutely.
Okay. My grandkids come to me. I'm calling symptometry. I'm not giving them nothing that's going to have a side effect.
No.
I'm not.
If they have a fever, we can help them. If they have an infection, they don't need an antibiotic.
Nope.
Support the immune system.
Yes.
You have inflammation somewhere, why are you going to take some inflammatory medication? Use cortisol. Why is cortisol not circulating? Oh, blockages. What you ate last night and 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Need to be removed. It's damaged.
Damaged. It causes slow inertia in your body. Inertia. Slow movement. But blood's supposed to move at the speed of light.
At the speed of light.
If not, the cells can't get the nutrients. They can't get nutrients from stagnated blood. They can't grab it. It's slow. The micro's going to get it first. The micro's going to get it if it's slow and stuck. It has inertia. The micro's going to get it.
And the microbes know exactly where to be at, Miss Yvette. They know exactly where to station themselves. Right at the small intestine where the nutrients are assimilated into the bloodstream. They're right there waiting.
Ready. Things to get stuck. So they can attack it.
The cell get no nutrients, no resources. They can't do anything. They're helpless. And that's why you're stuck with all the microbes feeding on you. You have no defense mechanism, no immune system. It's shot.
Shot. Yeah.
And the only person that's going to help you, the only place that's going to help you would be symptometry. To get the real help you need, not just treating a symptom.
Yes.
Practitioner. Don't go to them.
Nope, because you'll have side effects.
Yeah.
They'll tell you. They're telling you right in front of your face, ma'am, sir, you may have side effects. Period.
And side effects simply mean you're going to have additional diseases.
Additional.
That's what that means.
Comes with additional medicine.
Right. You know, with a bag of drugs pretty soon.
Pretty soon you got 12 pills here. One counteracting the other. Yeah. One counteracting the other.
Exactly. It's amazing.
A lot of people have a lot. I got a friend of mine got a lot of medicine. I'm like, girl, you're a walking pharmacy.
And they're proud that they're taking the drug. And everyone
don't be happy about that. And she younger than me. Wow. By 10 years. And got 24 medications sitting on the chair.
And trying to
put it in her little pill section to separate Monday through Wednesday through Saturday, them little pill things. Like, come on.
Each one has its own problem and side effects.
But all of them is taking away heat from your body.
Yes. They all have a kill.
A kill.
They have halogen. This is that.
Halogen. They take away heat from our bodies.
Yes.
We're made of heat. We're what, 98.7? Yeah. Our temperature has got to stay heat. You're going to take something that's taking heat out of your body when you now have another alternative. Like, why would you do that? Like, you have to use knowledge.
Assalamualaikum.
Knowledge. Earth smart. Health smart. Learn this once a month. Once a month for 1 hour.
Waalaikumsalam, Miss Amina.
Oh, hi, Miss Amina. I was like, who's that?
Exactly.
How's everyone today? I just want to let you all know I had a checkup with my primary care doctor today.
What did she
and she's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? She said, your blood pressure's good. Everything's good. She said, what are you doing? What are you doing?
You're not taking any drugs?
Right.
Wonderful. I bet that made you feel good, didn't it? Made you feel
Yes,
great,
it did.
didn't it?
Excellent.
Yes. Yes.
Proving that you don't need to be taking
So
drugs.
right. So they ran tests, you know, because I haven't been to them, you know, she's since last year. So, you know, they did blood work and you know,
Yeah.
took a urine sample, you know, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah. But overall,
But my numbers are good. Everything's
yes.
good. And I haven't even had the, you know, I need to get some more particulates from symptometry. And I've also been to my podiatrist about my foot issues, and you know, that's better.
Good.
That's better. I had let her know that. So I just wanted to call
Circulation.
in. Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. Congratulations.
I just wanted to
That's what we
call
love
in
to
and
hear.
say, you know, I feel
Wonderful.
good,
Excellent.
Yes.
considering that I've had some, you know, she said,
Yes.
you don't, how's your
Yes.
asthma? I said, I haven't had
What
any
asthma?
issues in a long
What
time.
asthma?
Yeah.
Right. What asthma, right? There you go.
Right.
There you go.
So I just wanted to let you all know.
Wonderful.
Assalamu alaikum.
That is good.
Thank you.
Samita. If you avoid those ice creams and
Yes.
and phosphorus protein like milk and dairy, cheese, butter, margarine, avoid those things. You won't have to worry about asthma.
No.
There's always a reason why
Or
the person would be
mucus.
sick, and most of the
Yes.
time it's the food.
Yes.
Select your food scientifically, cook it scientifically, and learn how to use science to live on this planet. You will never have to worry about a disease.
Yes. And have neutralizers. You need to have neutralizers on hand.
Yes.
Okay.
Formula A16B.
You need to have them on hand. Formula A16B.
Yes.
Coenzyme A7.
Exactly.
Okay, because that needs to be in your refrigerator all the time.
It's
one of your staples. Keep coenzyme A7, keep formula A16B. And there's other ones too you can keep. Believe that. Because the body needs maintenance.
All the time.
You gotta keep this maintenance up. Okay? There's no time for failure. No. We have to keep living. The Almighty wants us to keep living.
Exactly. And we're created to keep living.
He wants us to keep living. Keep overcoming obstacles in your health. By keep
longevity.
The health
longevity. Not just living a long time. You can't see, you blind, you can't go to the bathroom by yourself. Somebody got to carry you in there. Somebody have to feed you. No, that is not health.
No.
Healthy longevity is the goal.
Yes.
To have your health intact and your hearing, your seeing. These things are important. Otherwise, somebody's going to cheat you. They're going to take advantage of you.
Yeah. Oh, you definitely want to be able to see. You have to see.
No.
Because you want to see what's in your food.
Yeah, have to be able to stand up and walk for yourself.
Yeah.
Carry you to the doctor? No.
So any symptoms you may have in the future, ladies and gentlemen, I repeat this over and over because it's so important. We now have a choice. A choice.
Absolutely. By law, we have a choice.
By law, we have a choice. Everybody has their place in therapeutics. We don't badger anybody. No. We like our medical field. We like our chiropractors.
Yes.
You know, we like them. Okay.
They do what they're supposed to do.
They do what they're supposed to do.
Trauma and emergency, they're experts at that. That's what they do best. Trauma and emergency.
That's what they do. And
we
take care of
tests, Ms. Yvette, and plus doing tests, examination, and diagnosis.
Diagnosis. Yeah. Just bring them to us, to symptometry, if there's any abnormalities. Bring them to symptometry. Okay? Because we deal with the cells. Absolutely. Nothing else. Nothing else. We don't deal with trauma. We deal with the cells trauma, okay? But we deal with the cells. Okay, we help you heal. Your bones heal faster if you break them. You know, we can help them heal faster. We can dissolve scar tissue from surgeries. Okay, we do that for you. They can't dissolve scar tissue.
They can't do anything but produce scar tissue.
You know, they can't. But surgery is good sometimes when you have accidents. They're good, but they shouldn't be good for the foods that you eat. You shouldn't have surgeries for the foods that you eat. So it's important to learn to cook and eat scientifically.
Taking out and removing your organ, your thyroid gland, your gallbladder.
Yes.
All these things. You shouldn't be removing no kidney.
Not for something that we ate.
Kidney back healthy.
Not for something that we ate.
No.
Why go to dialysis for something that we ate when we can learn to stay away from it?
And decongest the kidneys.
Yeah. Yes. Let's not harm our kidneys. We're harming them.
Absolutely. Chaotic eating.
Eat just to fill the belly.
Yes. So, brothers and sisters, we pretty much have reached our limit for today. We're going to share our contact information. We're going to invite you and ask you to go to the website of the American School of Symptometry, not-for-profit. It's absolutely amazing. Much of the information that we share on this program, you can go to the website and see all of these articles that's posted there. So many articles, brothers and sisters, that's posted there. Daily, the Dr. Symptometry posting articles on the website almost every day, every other day. There's a new article. We have the nerve problem for the eyes, prostate problem for men, loss of mobility. People who have MS, they don't know what to do. Your doctor don't know what to do. But there are motor neurons and sensory neurons that operate our body, our brain and our body. So you have to know how to produce them. So you have movement. Everything must move, including us. We got to move. That's why we have life, activity, not to be sitting down stationary. Get your movement back. You have to do the heavy lifting to do it. You have to make some changes in your life to do it, but it can be done. You don't have to be suffering with MS and all the other fancy name diseases that they don't explain to you. The body, the cells are hindered. So many articles, gallbladder surgery. What do you do if you don't have a gallbladder? Now you're going to have digestive problems because you don't have the bowel salt that's needed to digest your food, especially fats and oil. What are you going to do? So digestive issue, reversing eye disorder, all kind of articles. Why people always tired? Why are you tired? You had 8 hours of sleep last night and you get up tired. You start the day off wrong. You're supposed to be energized, energetic, energy. See, but the person wake up tired. Something's wrong. Correct those mistakes fast. Water, not enough water. We're not drinking the right water, nor are we drinking enough water. We can solve many health problems if we select the proper water to drink and the proper amount. How much water do you need? Do you know? No, you don't know. What kind of salt and oil are you cooking with? Do you know the right kind? No, you don't. Do you cook with tap water? Wrong idea, wrong things to do. All of these things, we share information, scientifically verifiable information with you so you can be healthy all the time. From day to day, moment to moment. And then when you lose your health, how to get it back within 24 to 48 hours. You have a fever, an infection, inflammation somewhere. How do you reverse that within 24 to 48 hours or less? This is what this science is all about, brothers and sisters. So if you have a need for a certified symptometry health coach, you see our information there, Abdul Shaheed and Shafiqa Shaheed. Both of us are certified symptometry health coach. We work as a team. And you see my email address, ashaheed2@gmail.com. You see our phone number, 678-572-7269. And go to the website of the American School of Symptometry. And that website is amsos.org. amsos.org. And this is one of our guests today, Mrs. Rita Taylor, that helped us out today. You see her information there. Her email address, info@pregnancymadeeasy.com. Her number 469-609-0368. Website, pregnancyManagementMadeEasy.com. And then we have Miss Yvette Dean, who just spoke to you about colon health. How to remove a thick colon, how to get our colon to function back again. Don't run to get laxity, do enema. That's not doing anything but treating a symptom. And you're going to run out of time with treating symptoms. You need to correct the mistakes that you made. That's why you have the problem. You made the wrong choices. Now you need to correct them. Her website, email address is scientificrecipes18@gmail.com. Phone number 708-541-3286. Website www.scientificrecipes.com. And brothers and sisters, we have really enjoyed sharing information to you today here on Optimal Health on AM 360. Please join us with a new episode of Optimal Health on next week, same time, same station. And please share our link. You have it. It's the same link every week from week to week. Share it with your friends and your relatives, people who have health problems, health issues, if they want to get real scientific, verifiable information to help reverse their condition. You know where to go, you know where to come. So we thank you very much for helping us, being in attendance today and helping us share the news of Optimal Health. We greet everyone with the greeting of peace. Assalamu alaikum, peace be unto you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Dad.
You're welcome.
Good evening.
Glad to be here.
Thank you, participant, audience, listener. Thank you for joining us. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Thank you, sir.